village, I had told you folks that the Amish are going to buy up what land they can. They're not going to resell it. So they keep it in their family for generations. And I want to show you right up here in a few seconds exactly why they do that. Now, not the first farm, but the second farm to the right. Now, I want you to notice the big home behind the barn. All the additions built onto that home. That's called a dowdy house, grandfather house. That's different generations, that family formed that property. Then they retired, they built an addition onto the home to retire to. Another generation takes over. They farm it, they retire, they build another addition onto the home to retire to. So on and so forth. Right now there's 3 generations of that family living there. They'll live there the rest of their lives. And again, the Amish take care of their own cradle to grave. Now coming up on the left, the second building. This is one of the older Amish schools. This was a public school at one time. But in the 1950s, the public school system started consolidating their buildings. They wanted everything on one campus. So they sold a lot of these buildings to the Amish. This building was built in 1886. Now, we still use this as a school today. It's a nice looking old building. And again, we have tobacco to the left, tobacco to the right. When late summer, they'll be harvesting. That's a lot of hard work raising tobacco. The payoff could be good. They take their tobacco to auction. That's where the price is set. In a good year, they could make as much as $7,000 an acre. In a good year. Fisher is a very common last name for the Amish here in Lancaster County. That was the name of the people who had the store we were just at. Well, here's 3 brothers right in a row. Their last name's Fisher. That man, that first one, he sharpens blades of all types. And then his brother right here on the right, he's a harness maker. He makes the harnesses. And he also sells the Amish-made scooters you see hanging up there. And across the road to the right, the third Fisher, they own that greenhouse. They have beautiful plants, beautiful flowers in there. And as you've seen, there's many different businesses other than just farming. Across the road to the left is a Mennonite-owned restaurant. It's only been there about a year or so. Agape Cafe. It's a good place to eat. Very popular. Always busy. Way back and to the left, the big building, the Sight and Sound Theater. That theater, they bring Bible stories to life with live shows. They're currently showing Queen Esther. That theater has the 2nd largest production stage in the world. They also have a theater in Branson, Missouri. Next March they start a new show, David. The shows are fantastic. Now on this farm you see a windmill to the left that pumps water to the house and to the farm. The white barn on the right, that is a tobacco barn. When they harvest the tobacco in late summer, they cut it. They hang the leaves in that barn to cure for about 6 weeks. There's slats on either side of that barn that open up, and that allows the air to flow through there to dry out those leaves. Here on the left, you'll see a corn crib full of field corn for the livestock. In a couple minutes, we are going to make our stop at an Amish business. Little roadside market. It's been here about 40 years. These are very nice folks. They have a little bit of everything: canned goods, baked goods, fruits, vegetables. At these parties, there'll be alcohol, maybe even drugs. That's why the Amish believe in adult baptism. They feel one should be old enough to make that commitment to God, community, and family. And when it comes time to make that decision, about 85 to 90% will stay Amish. Not very many leave. But if they decide to leave,